Hey, I'm gonna do some quick circulation dungeons since I've done most of my other stuff on this game today. Now, I got my Patreon money for the month, and I was kind of thinking of getting God Eater 2. I've heard that it's a really good port. It's just I'm kind of on the fence because I didn't really finish the first one, for starters. I only paid like $2 for the first one, or Resurrection, so I didn't really feel like I needed to finish it, but I liked what I played. And I think that I will enjoy God Eater 2 a lot more, given that it has the Blood Arts mechanic, which I find more interesting than the Predator style system, and the fact that it'll be 60 FPS, which I think will probably be a pretty huge thing, considering that I felt the game was pretty responsive on Vita at 30 FPS. Let me turn the music back on. It's kind of up to you guys. If you guys would like to see God Eater 2, you can let me know. I really don't know what the game for September will be, because there's not much else coming out. There'll still be random Yukimura Den videos, but I've exhausted most of the content in that, so I'm looking for something else now. So I've had pretty terrible luck on this game past day or so. Trying to get this lance to plus 11, but the game's just been not wanting to have any of that, I guess. I still love this class though. I hope that I'll have the patience to get him some good gear. But I'm kind of waiting until Tuesday when they're going to have the Second Awakening for him. That will help him a lot. He gets like kind of V's of after images. Guess you get some more combo potential with that or something. The thing I like about this class, I know most of my videos that I've done with this character have been mic free or mic muted. What I like about him is that he's a combo class that's not completely useless on bosses or enemies that can't be staggered. That's an incredibly rare thing to find in any combo-based action game. I can think of so many games like this where you have, you know, characters that have like a grab gimmick or a combo gimmick, and they just kind of, they're stuck, they're screwed when they fight something that can't be staggered. A good example, a recent example would be Grimlock from Transformers Devastation. The suplexes and shit that he could do were really awesome, but on any of the giant bosses, he really wasn't any different than the other characters, aside from his dino attacks, which are more of a modified version of the vehicle attack mechanic. So I think it's cool that they actually gave him a lot of utility in a party and in soloing, in terms of his R-Lance move, where you can basically super hold the enemy down. Also, his Awakening does it too, so you can have those on rotation and pretty much like 100% combo a boss. It just takes a little bit of finesse. And some practice with the Mirage Cancel gimmick. Probably do like 2 more dungeons after this. I should be able to get another reinforcement protection ticket tomorrow, so hopefully the game will be nice and it won't fail going to plus 11 3 times in a row. Then I can use this weapon for a while until I get him something better. When or if that happens. Maybe next month I'll just buy a bunch of cash packages and sell them. Get a Liberation Lance that way. That's a very real possibility. got about 12 million to my name on this game right now, with a couple million more, and I have a plus 11 Tonfa and an old title that I've been trying to sell like all week, but I haven't had any luck with it. If I sell those, and I'd probably only have to buy like 4 or 5 packages, and I could get a Liberation Lands. But I don't know if I want to do that. We'll see. It's not terribly hard to make money in this game, but at the same time, if you want to do it in a timely manner and you want to get the best stuff, the best way is still to just spend real money and sell packages to people. I'm thinking as I play this that God Eater 2 might be a good idea, because I'll be going on vacation again around the middle of the month, and sometimes they're using the TV, whereas I have access to my friend CJ's computer while he's at work. So having God Eater might actually be kind of nice to have. If I get some input from you guys on this video, if I don't do it tonight, then probably by the time you guys see this, when I wake up in the morning, I'll make a decision. I was either going to get that or Darius Burst Chronicle Saviors for PC, because I would like to play the AC mode, but the problem with it is it's all horribly scaled on the Vita. If you remember my Vita port review series, I talked about that, how the AC mode was basically unplayable. Especially if you don't have eyesight, where you can, you know, kind of discern small objects, especially in the genre that Darius Burst Chronicle Saviors is, which is a very precision shmup, high difficulty. I kind of would like to try that mode, play the arcade mode, and do some fun runs on it, but it doesn't work too well on the Vita. So those were the two things I was kind of looking at getting. I could get both, but kind of make things a little tight for my trip, so I'm gonna have to pick one or the other. So what I've seen about God Eater 2 over God Eater Resurrection is I like the blood art mechanic, where you have more customization over your melee attacks and your combos and stuff like that. I don't know much about it, but it seems like it's a pretty fun mechanic. I kind of got bored with the Predator style because I got about halfway through the first game story, at least the stuff that they added before Resurrection, and I kind of just saw myself using the same Predator styles because there wasn't a reason to use anything else. I think with the blood art mechanic, maybe I'll have some more individuality over my build, which is what I like to have. That's one of the reasons why I liked Transformers, because we could have pretty cool, unique builds in that game, even if it was a pretty immense grind to get them. So I'm kind of on the fence about it. It also uses Denuvo DRM, so I'm not sure if I want to support that. Let me know what you guys think. This is just kind of an off video for today. I am actually house sitting this weekend, so I kind of have to stay close to home. I should be able to stream more often at night. I think I might attempt to do that during the weekend to try to fix my sleep schedule, which has been messed up ever since I had to go off the antidepressant. So if you're not following my stream, you should be. I do have a couple more things I want to do with Yukimura Den before it's just complete random footage. I want to put up a Heavenly Wings guide and a video for Yukimura and Nobuyuki on level 5, and that'll pretty much be the I guess you could say the structured content for Yukimura Den. After that, it'll just be random stuff. I don't know, it's just the progression in the game, just you do everything so fast, you know. I think in most Musou games, the grind and the amount of content in it is so, it's so, you know, advanced, it's so large that some people don't even get to see it all. Like, I didn't even get many of the level breaks in One Piece Pirate Warriors because the grind for it was extreme, but I know that if I went back, that there'd be a couple dozen more hours of gameplay for me, which is it's a nice thing to have, you know, if you're in a kind of a dry spell or you don't have money for games. But Yukimura Den is the opposite. You can finish the whole game in like a day or two of just casual playing, not like hardcore 10 hours a day playing, but just like play like 2 or 3 hours over the weekend, you can pretty much see everything. So I'm kind of out of ideas of what to do with it. I do have some spare yen on my yen card on my Japanese account, so I was thinking of getting 3 months of PS Plus and Sumeragi for PS4 so that I had a more reliable backup. And maybe I will go back to that. It's dependent on if I could get a save transfer, because I did put it had to be at least like 150 hours into Basara across both Vanilla 4 and Sumeragi. I'm not entirely sure if I want to start over again, but at the same time it might be fun because they had a lot of quality of life changes in Sumeragi. So let me know what you guys think. If you wanted me to get God Eater, if I get a couple comments about it, I'll probably go ahead and get it in the morning. And that'll be September's game. With Patreon, it'll only be like, I think like about $20 off Greenman Gaming, so it's not going to break the bank or anything. Let me know if you guys want it. Otherwise, the game for September is probably going to be anything I can play on PS4 or this, or whatever random stuff I have on Steam, because I will be away from home. I won't have access to my computer. The computer at my friend's house is a little better than mine, actually, so should be able to do the same stuff, but it'll probably be this, or DFO, God Eater, or Tales of Zestiria. Anyway, catch you guys later. Peace.